Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got a Bayer Leverkusen rebuild and we're starting with the introductions for Gerardo Sione. Obviously he's been the manager for 2 years I believe now. That pretty much looks like him in real life. He's got long dark hair and he's pretty pale. That's all I can really do. I've got another one coming up in the next couple of days on another rebuild. I'm trying to fit the manager in and he's really like, he's old, so he's got a few wrinkles, but the game doesn't do anything for it. So it's not perfect, if I'm being honest, how I'm trying to get through the managers. But we are going to start off with having a look at quick look at the team as well. As we saw last season, Bayer Leverkusen are for sure a Champions League side, and they have the potential to win the Bundesliga, especially with a team like this. It's a very talented group of players. It really, really is. Obviously, the most recent addition to this side is probably Serdar Azmoun from Zenit St. Petersburg. Obviously, Robin Andrich is from Union Berlin as well. He's a good player. Also, they've got a very, very strong set of players in that side, and we are going to look at our first transfer budget. So we give them like just about £40 million for the first season. Hopefully it's enough to sign the player we want, because the major signing that we're going to make, which we haven't made so far, just for this series for the start, because we've made most of the realistic ones. So I want to sign a player they've been linked with quite recently, actually, in like weird, like off media. Well, I don't know why. I saw it on Sky Sports that they're monitoring him. I don't know why. I don't know if I dreamt it or what, because I couldn't find it the next day. But I thought, you know what? A player who would fit this style of play and the system of this team is Hirving Lozano. Such a talented player in real life. Hasn't really done the best in Napoli. He's had a good season this season, but I mean, he's very hit and miss. He's had a decent season this season. He's very hit and miss. He's not the most consistent player in the world, but hopefully, obviously for us, we will obviously improve him, and he's a crucial squad player apparently for us. So we'll offer him a 5-year contract as well. He's only 25. He's coming into his prime in the next couple of years. What is that hairstyle, son? Sort your hair out. Oh dear. Also, he's got a real game face, which is a major thing for career modes. I do like having players who actually look like they do in real life and aren't just generic pieces of garbage like the game normally pumps out. But yeah, very good signing for the first one. And we'll add him to our squad and we'll simulate to the end of the season. So we're actually finished third in the first season. We've got 34 games played, 20 wins, 6 draws, 8 losses. 66 points isn't too bad. Obviously, only one addition to the side was Lozano. So the team stayed the same apart from, obviously, Karim Bellarabi dropping out for Hirving Lozano. And the defence pretty much stays the same throughout the save. We also win the DFB Pokal 1-0. Against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Very nice to win that, to be honest, already. See how we got there. We didn't play in round 1, but about round 2. We beat Borussia Dortmund in round 2 away from home. That's a very good win, to be honest, if I'm being realistic. 3-0 against FC St. Pauli in round 3. Quarter-finals as well. We beat TSG Hoffenheim. And then the semi-finals, we beat Frankfurt. And then, obviously, Mönchengladbach in the final. But the Europa League, I believe in the Europa League. How do we do in the... Oh, we haven't won it. That's nice to see. We finished second in our group behind Betis and we're knocked out to Real Madrid. That's just a bit of a ridiculous draw, isn't it? I'm not being funny. I think West Ham have just won the Europa League. I don't know if it's them or Real Madrid. I couldn't quite... I didn't read it quick enough. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't win the Europa League. But we're doing our first trophy of the save. So that's one already. Let's see who was the top scorer this season. Serdar Azmoun scored 21 goals. Wirtz scored 18, Lozano scored 15, and Schick only scored 8. Oh, Patrick, what are you doing? Paddy boy, come on. You're highly rated in real life. You're coming into your prime as well. Should be scoring more than that. A little bit of a disappointing season. Hlozek gets 8 as well, so he does quite well, to be honest. Top assister, of course, is Wirtz with 12. Demrebe gets 7, and Diaby has a stinker of a season. What is he doing as well? Lozano, very good on his debut season. And yeah, we'll have a look at the stat pad to see what the overalls are like after season 1. So as we say, Serdar Azmoun is the top scorer after season 1 with 21 goals. The top assister, as we say, was Florian Wirtz with 12. And he's not bad for this season. Champions League and, of course, the DFB Pokal. So indeed, we will start season 2 with a budget of £97 million. It's a hell of a budget, to be honest. Actually quite ridiculous, if I'm being brutally honest with it. Hopefully we can improve again on the performance last season. We'll have a look what we can sign and what we can add to this team. It's a very good group of players, to be honest. Lozano was fantastic last season. The midfield's looking a little bit basic. Backer's not bad, but he's not great. It's a weird one, really. We're going to have a look who we're going to sign. Because it's a very good team, a very youthful team. It's a couple of players like Andrich who I'm hoping to replace. So we'll see who our first signing of Season 2 will be. And it's a massive one. Former Bayer Leverkusen, young star and academy prospect Toni Kroos. Obviously left to join Bayern Munich. But we're looking to bring him back. I'm pretty sure he's a prospect. I know he went on loan to Bayer Leverkusen. I think he actually started his career here. A little bit like Emre Can ended up here at one point as well. So, I mean, that might be completely wrong. I think it's right anyway. I've got good ball knowledge, I promise. But we do agree a giant £50 million fee for him, which is a little bit unrealistic because he is 32. A 2-year deal, 3-year deal, I should say, and a crucial squad role are to follow. He wants a release clause. I don't think there's any point in that. We're not going to sell you, so you might run out of contract after 3 years. Who knows? But yeah, we'll offer him a decent salary as well. I think 200k seems like a realistic amount of money he'd come for as he's slipping down the pecking order at Madrid. In real life, it seems for Camavinga and Tchouaméni. So yeah, very good signing. The only signing of Season 2, but that's all we needed. We needed a quality central midfielder, and we'll see how that impacts the team for the start of Season 2. So Hradecky starts in goal. We've got the back four of Frimpong, Tar, Tapsoba and Bakker. Midfield 2 of Cruz and Ezequiel Palacios as he's still young. Right wing, we've got Lozano. Left wing, Diaby. Attacking midfielder, we've got Florian Wirtz. And then Schick, hopefully, will recover to have a little bit of a better season as he was absolutely woeful last season for a player of his calibre. And hopefully we improve. So we'll see how we do at the end of the season. And we are top of the league. We've won the Bundesliga for the first time. That's very nice to see. First 34 games played. 23 won, 7 drawn, 4 lost, 76 points in the bag with a 32 goal difference, 3 points above Munch and Flapjack, and Bayern finishing third as well. We also don't win the DFB Pokal, that's not surprising. We lose to TSG Hoffenheim in the second round. What about the UCL? How do we do in that? Hopefully we do a bit better in that from what we did in Europa League. So the group stage, we finished bottom. Oh dear. Oh, that's pretty disgusting, that. I'm not going to lie, we get knocked out in a group with Spurs, who are average, Besiktas, who are below average, and some farmers. It's just ridiculous. Oh dear, but we will see. I mean, Hradecky got injured, so that might have a big deal to do with it. But the top scorer this season is Patrick Schick, who's recovered to have a little bit of a better season. Not much better, but he has bagged 20 goals. Lana's got 13 again. Hlozek's got 13. Cruz has got 11 goals. Very good season by him. Also, the top assist, which we're going to see in a minute, is Toni Kroos. Wirtz got 2 goals and 5 assists. That's absolutely atrocious. Really, really poor season for him. Lozano, the second top assister. And as I say, Wirtz and Schick as third and fourth top assisters. But Kroos, very good season. And a very nice season in general. We've won the Bundesliga for the first time, guys. How wonderful that is. So the stat pad reads, Schick is now the top scorer overall in the save. The top assister is still Florian Wirtz with 17. But Schick with a 20 goal haul this season improves his mediocre to poor season last season. So we'll restart in Season 3. We have a budget of £160 million. That is absolutely ridiculous, that is. Can't believe we've got money like that. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll see how we can improve the team as well. 45 manager rating in the bag. Absolutely ridiculous. But we are looking to replace Michel Bakker this season. And potentially Palacios. I don't know. Maybe even Lozano. We'll see who we sign in the transfer window anyway. So the first player we are looking at, of course, we've got a few signings to come in this little section here. Serge Gnabry's been released by Bayern Munich. So what a way to go and take him off their hands. A 4-year contract, a crucial squad role, bumped up to a 5-year contract. In fact, he wanted 4 years. Going to offer him a decent wage packet as well. I feel like it's a realistic signing because I feel like he'd come here to get back at Bayern. So I'll offer him 80k a week, a £2 million signing on bonus for a massive fee for Serge Gnabry. And that is another player in the bag, another world beater to add to the collection, who's linked with Real Madrid in real life. Of course, we signed him as a Galactico in the Real Madrid career mode. Quick plug for that if you want to check it out if you've not seen the channel before. But yeah, obviously, very good signing there. We're going to sign another player as well, Estupinian from Villarreal, the Ecuadorian left wing back. I think he's Ecuadorian. Very good player in real life. Had an absolute barnstormer in both legs against Liverpool in the Champions League, if you recall. We'll offer £35 million to Unai Emery. He wants 48.9. That's quite a lot, Unai. I'm not joking. I think 43, 45. Yeah, we'll do. We've got plenty of money. We'll agree the fee for Estupinian since we haven't spent anything yet. Obviously, Tony Cruz being a great sign, not Tony Cruz, Serge Gnabry being a great signing as a free agent. We'll offer him an important squad role because Mitchell Bakker will still remain at the club. A 5-year contract will follow that as well because, I mean, we need him for the long haul. 42k a week seems reasonable. He's not got a real game face. That's depressing. It doesn't really make sense either because they've got the rights to the Liga and you think they'd like player scan all their players. It's really weird that because they do it with the Premier League. It's a little bit biased. We've also got one more signing to come as well. And of course, we said we were looking to strengthen all our positions across the board. And we're going to replace our backup goalkeeper, Luniev, who we swap in a swap deal and £20 million for a young Leicester City goalkeeper, Regen, who's Polish. I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to call him Jakob. But yeah, very good signing there. We're going to try and agree a nice little wage packet for him as well. 20k a week seems reasonable. £300,000 signing on fee, prospect, squad role, and a 5-year deal to follow. So we'll see the team in a second for this upcoming season. 74 rate is not bad as a backup keeper, to be fair, and he's obviously 18 as well, so he could replace Radetsky in the future. So yeah, we'll add Estupinian to our starting 11 as well as Big Sergi boy, because it all makes sense to do that. So Serge can replace Lozano, which is, I mean, it's a little bit sad because Lozano's been fantastic since he's been here, but I feel like Gnabry will take us one step into the future and one step up because he's absolutely fantastic in real life. Such a tremendous talent. Obviously, former West Brom reject turned world-class winger at Bayern. It's quite weird, the tale of Serge Gnabry. It really is. But yeah, it's looking like a strong team as we see going into Season 3. Obviously, the front four remains the same. Hopefully, Schick can bag some more goals. But maybe Hlozek will come in front of him. So we'll see how we do at the end of the season. And we do win the league for a second time in a row. Very, very nice to see indeed. Obviously, Bayern 2 points behind. That's a very good points tally, that. Freiburg as the third place team. Obviously, Matthias Ginter's team. And Leipzig finished fourth with Dortmund missing the top four by just an inch. Just an inch, really. But the DFB Pokal does not go as swimmingly for us. We win the round 2 against Hertha Berlin. Then we lose to Victoria Berlin. Oh, that's embarrassing.
I know, right? It's so embarrassing.
So yeah, we'll see how we do in the Champions League, of course. Hopefully we do a little bit better in that because we've not really done that well in the DFB Pokal. But obviously another league title is all that matters. So we start off with a second place finish in Group G ahead of Olympiacos, who finished 1 point behind and level with Inter, which we should have really finished above us, but maybe we didn't do great on their head-to-head against Inter. But it looks like we drew against them both times, to be honest. But the round of 16 also went our way against Fenerbahce. Quite an easy draw, to be honest. To see Mönchengladbach below, knock out Atletico de Madrid. Also, the quarterfinals, who do we get in that? We get AFC Roma, obviously managed by Jose Mourinho. And we win that, again, not handily. It's quite an easy, quite a difficult game and quite an easy draw. Also, the semi-finals go our way again against Mönchengladbach. This time, we do actually win quite easily. And now we have Arsenal to play in the final, who beat Chelsea, which is very lucky for us because Arsenal are a much easier opposition than Chelsea are. So, yeah, we'll see what we can get up to in this game against Arsenal. Hopefully, we get the dub. I'm just going to simulate the game, and we're going to go straight into the stat pad after that because, well, not the stat pad, the overall season. But before we get into the game, we are going to make a few changes to the starting 11. We're actually going to bring in Adam Hlozek eventually for Ezekiel Palacios and drop Wirtz into the central midfield role because Wirtz can defend. And Palacios seems like he's going to get outrun in this game quite a bit, if I'm being realistic, because he's against a lot of heavy runners like Thomas Partey and people like that. So I feel like it makes sense to make a few changes for this game. Of course, that's why I'm bringing in Hlozek, because he's our future after all. So we'll simulate the game against Arsenal. Hopefully we get the dub against Jesus' side. And we will get a 1-0 victory. Patrick Schick scores the winner. That's wonderful. Let's see how that affects the overall performances of the players coming into the end of the season. So the top scorer this season is Serge Gnabry on his debut season, 27 goals. And a hatful of assists as well. Very nice to see. Hlozek is the second top scorer with 20 goals. Schick gets a lowly 12 and 1 assist. I'm not thrilled with Patrick Schick, I'm not going to lie. It's not been very good. Diaby's actually come good in the third season. As I say, Gnabry is the second top assister with 10. And Wirtz is the top assister again, reclaiming his spot with 12. After another good season, to be fair. He had a poor season in Season 2. But Season 3 seems to have gone a lot better for him, if I'm being perfectly honest. So we'll see how them stats affect our overall stat pad. As we have a new top scorer in Adam Hlozek. with 41 goals overall, ahead of Patrick Schick, who's just behind. Wirtz is on 29 assists. He still remains the top assister, but only just ahead of Diaby. So moving on into Season 4 now, we've got a budget of £235 million. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll see what we can do to the team to change a few players which are missing. I think the midfield two have to go. Cruz is still great. He's got 90 passing, but the rest of his stats falter, and Palacios needs replacing. So see, we're going to sign in that as well because we need midfielders. Lucas Paqueta is the first man on the short. So offer £70 million for the Lyon attacking midfielder because we're going to move him to a central midfield spot because Wirtz is our attacking midfielder. We'll offer 94, see what they think to that. And they accept it. Very, very nice to see. Lucas Paqueta will be joining our side. We'll just have to agree contract terms and a wage structure for him as well. So we'll offer him a crucial squad role, which makes sense because his 86 rate is better than Toni Kroos now. He's obviously better than Ezekiel Palacios. A 5-year deal will follow as well. No release clause. 68k a week seems low because he's on 99, but yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. I'm not bothered about realism. It's a rebuild. We're trying to make a realistic rebuild to an extent. We are the Bundesliga champions, so maybe take a pay cut to join us. We've got 2 more signings to make as well. First, we're going to sign Florian Neuhaus from our Bundesliga rivals, Borussia Mönchengladbach, who finished in the semi-finals of the UCL, but were knocked out to us. So we'll agree a £60 million fee with their regen manager. He looks the same. He's an agent as well. It's just ridiculous. Please get real managed in EA. That's the only thing which makes sense. We'll offer him his crucial squad role as well. And we'll offer him a 4-year contract for only for 2 more years. No release clause will follow, and 50k a week essentially will be the agreed upon wage which he will sign. So yeah, very good signing. Again, we've strengthened the midfield too. Obviously, we're going to sell Palacios as well because he's submitted a transfer request for some weird reason after an immense season last season. I've got 1 more sign to make as well. Of course, said 3, and that is Yves Bissouma, who we agree, I think it's £85 million, something like that, from Tottenham Hotspur, £86 million. Very good signing though, nonetheless, and Yves Bissouma joins as another central midfielder. So we'll have a look at the team going into Season 4, the penultimate season. Very, very strong team. Usual defence with Estupiñán in. Midfield 2 this time will be Paqueta and Neuhaus, as Bissouma just misses out because he's not German. The wingers are Gnabry and Diaby, and then Wirtz and Klozek lead the line as the front 2. So a very, very strong team, as you would expect, and hopefully they get the job done. But a quick look at the players we have sold this season, because we have actually sold Patrick Schick. We've sold Adley, who's now 82 rated after a few loan spells. We've sold Schick for £133 million to Barcelona. Absolute mugs. He's awful. And Palacios for 32.5, while replacing him with better players in the process. So Season 4 ends with a 3rd place finish in the Bundesliga. I'm quite disappointed. I really am. RB Leipzig lost 0 games. That is ridiculous. Bayern finished 2nd, and obviously we finished 3rd to not get the triple. And the Bundesliga Cup go, let's have a look. Not the Bundesliga Cup, it's not FIFA, it's not Ultimate Team, is it? It's not FIFA Ultimate Team. No, the DFB Pokal. We get through round 3 against SV Meppen. We lose to Freiburg in the quarterfinals. That's woeful. It really is. What about the Champions League? Let's have a look at that. Going on to the group stages, we start off with 15 points ahead of Paqueta's old side, Lyon. Also ahead of Benfica and Celtic. What about the round of 16? We go through against Slavia Prague. Again, not great. I think we won both legs, though. Not bad at all there. Quarterfinals. We get through against Spurs. Quite comfortably, to be fair, after a 4-0 first leg demolition. We also beat Chelsea in the semi-finals. Very, very handily. And we also go through to the final in this season. And we beat Barcelona on penalties. I didn't want to sim this one because, obviously, we already simmed the game and we beat Arsenal in it. So that's 2 Champions Leagues back-to-back. We're actually creating a monster. We really are. We also lose the Super Cup, the German Super Cup, against Borussia Dortmund, and we also lose the UEFA Super Cup against Manchester City. It's just fantastic, isn't it? It really, really is. Well, very good season on the whole. Have a look at the player performances again. Paqueta is the top scorer this season with 25 goals. Klozek is literally on the same goals. Not far behind whatsoever. Gnabry gets 12, Diaby gets 11, and Wirtz gets 10. Top assister this season is Florian Wirtz for the 3rd out of 4 seasons. Paqueta gets 9. Gnabry and Frimpong. I mean, even Diaby, they don't do great in terms of assists, do they? Still, though, fantastic season because we won another UCL title again. See how these stats affect the stat pad. Top scorer is still Adam Klozek with 66 goals. Top assister is also Florian Wirtz for the 4th season running, overall with 41 assists. Very, very good season again. Let's hope season 5 tops them all and we win the triple. So we do start season 5 with £302 million in the bank account. A hell of a lot of money for Gerardo Sione to spend. Let's see what signings he's going to make this season. The first one we're going to make is Leon Goretzka, who wants to come back to the Bundesliga after a difficult spell in Manchester with Manchester City. We agree £80 million fee with good old Pep Guardiola for him. He's now 89 rated. It'd be fantastic to sign him. A rival club, obviously, the Bayer Derby is what it's called. And bringing him back to the Bundesliga makes sense at 30 years old. He's starting to wind down a little bit. He's sort of in his prime, but he's sort of coming out of it. We'll agree a 4-year contract with him as well, although it is the final season, so it doesn't even matter really. 130 grand a week is what he wants from 240, which is a weird pay cut to take when you're in your prime, but you know, it is what it is. We're also going to sign a new goalkeeper, and one I want to bring back to the Bundesliga again after his 12-year stint at Barcelona now, according to this game, is Marc-Andre ter Stegen. £30 million what we're offering. They want 35.7. Yeah, we'll do it. We've got 300 million in bank. Xavi accepts the terms. Let's see if he agrees the negotiated terms for his contract. So we'll offer him a crucial squad role because he's going to replace Hradecky, who's been fantastic for 4 seasons. But he's just winding down now. He really is. He's getting worse and worse every season. We're conceding more goals every season. And this signing really does make sense. He's 89 rated. It can improve our defensive line and hopefully we can win the Bundesliga and a few more trophies. Again, so we'll offer him 200k a week, an improvement on his wage at Barcelona, who haven't probably paid his wages in 3 months. And we've agreed a fee and another signing for the team as Marc-Andre ter Stegen replaces Hradecky as our number 1 and Hradecky drops to the bench. So we'll see the team before we start season 5 entirely. So ter Stegen starts in goal. We've got Frimpong, Tar, Tapsoba and Estupinan as the back 4. Midfield 5 of Gnabry, Paqueta, Goretzka, Diaby and Wirtz. And then the striker, of course, is Adam Klozek, who's absolutely taking his chances in this Bayer Leverkusen setup. So very strong team again, and we'll see how we do by the end of the final season. And for the final time, actually, we have got a Champions League final. Didn't expect me to say that, did you? So yeah, we've got Barcelona again in the Champions League final. Hopefully we can beat them. Quite a weird run to get here again. Can't believe we've got to the UCL final. We've got Barcelona for a second time in a row. Can we do 3 UCLs in a row? Let's hope so. We're against Patrick Schick, our former striker. Let's have a look at the team. It's a very strong team. Ter Stegen against his former club. Of course, Tar making his captaincy debut in the Champions League. And hopefully this is the Champions League final trilogy that we're hoping for. So let's see what the boys can do as we'll simulate this game against Barcelona. Such a strong and fantastic team. And we'll simulate it against FC Barcelona at the Bernabeu Stadium. Get the 2-1 victory. Patrick Schick returned the scoring after Klozek opened the scoring. Kessie misses a penalty as well. And then Gnabry scores the winner. What a signing he's been as well. Looks like a very balanced game, to be honest. Man of the match, of course, was Serge Gnabry with an 8.4. The former Bayern Munich man doing bits for us, to be fair. Absolutely fantastic from him yet again. But we've won 3 Champions Leagues this season, which is absolutely ridiculous. I never thought we'd do that, to be honest, in this save. We've absolutely created a monster. We're mentality monsters for sure. Let's see the Bundesliga as well. 91 points, and we've finished 21 ahead of Borussia Dortmund, 31 ahead of Bayern, and 20 ahead of Leipzig. We've only lost 1 game all season as well. That is a ridiculous record. Really, really good to see. 53 goal difference as well. And if you look back to, I believe it's February, against Bayern Munich, we also beat, in your right corner of your screen, we beat Bayern Munich 4-0 at the Allianz Arena and Mönchengladbach 3-1 in back-to-back weeks, to be fair. Really nice to see. What about the DFB Pokal? Can we win that? Nope. Bayern win that. Bayern actually get some consolation of this season, a poor season for them. We lose to Victoria Köln in round 2. What is happening with that? We keep losing to lower league teams in the DFB Pokal. The UEFA Super Cup, this time we beat AC Milan 2-1. So that's another trophy, but not a major, obviously. And we do indeed win the Champions League against Barcelona. 2-1 in the final. We win the group stage against Atletico Madrid, SL Benfica and Grimsby Town. Sort it out, EA, you absolute mugs. Round of 16, we also beat Arsenal on aggregate quite comfortably, to be fair. Quarterfinals, we beat Borussia Dortmund in an all-German affair quite confidently. And then we just about scraped through against Real Madrid, the biggest Spanish side. And then we beat the second biggest Spanish side, Barcelona, for the second year in a row in the final. So yeah, fantastic season. What about the stats for the players in this season? So Ter Stegen got 5 assists then. Did you see that? 27 goals for Hlozek, 20 for Gnabry, 16 for Goretzka, 14 for Paqueta, and 8 for Wirtz. I mean, that midfield is unreal. It really is. They're all 90 rated as well. Such a ridiculous team. It really, really is. They're all so high rated. Top assister for this season. Let's have a look at that as well. Gnabry, followed by Paqueta, Wirtz, and Ter Stegen with 5 assists. Look at Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, 3 in the Bundesliga and 2 in the UCL. Maybe one was in the final against Barca. That'd be wonderful. It really would. But yeah, wonderful season again. A brilliant final season. And we'll see how they affect the stat pad. So obviously, Hlozek remains the top scorer with 93 goals overall now. Brilliant last few seasons from him, hitting 20 goals in each of them. And then Wirtz remains the top assist with 49. Not the best assist record, but still not bad at all. So to finish off this episode, we've got the trophies won at the Bayer Arena. 3 Bundesliga titles and 3 Champions Leagues. And I believe we actually won 2 DFB Pokals. That is a little bit incorrect, but I'm not going to change it now. I've already... in fact, no, we've won 1 DFB Pokal, haven't we? I think it's 1. That is ridiculous, though. 3 Champions Leagues, 3 Bundesligas, and a DFB Pokal. Absolutely ridiculous result. But guys, I really appreciate you watching the Bayer Leverkusen career mode. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button yet, please do. It helps out the channel an absolute bunch. Please stay safe, drink plenty of fluids, and I'll see you soon.